everybody, welcome to a new episode of the Civil Canadians. Happy New Year. This is King Kansas, and you know who I am.
The great Scotty V.
The great Scotty V. I don't know if I'm great, but...
Scotty, if the
I'm
king
getting
considers you great, you are great.
Okay.
Do not argue with the king.
Okay,
Okay, it's a new year. I don't want to get on a bad start.
Yes.
Right?
So, I'm getting there. So before we get the show on, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that we upload. All right, guys? So, Mr. King Kansas, I give it on to you because
Perfect.
you're going to have a lot of fun talking about this.
Excellent, Scotty. Well, guys, this is our first episode of the new year.
2018, thank
That's
God.
right, and this is episode 84. If you guys are keeping track like you should be, if you are Civil Canadians fans, you know what episode we are at. We're at number 84. So anyway, Scotty, we had fun in the last year. We had our, 2008 anticipated movies. We had our favorite films, or top 10 of 2017, and we had a Christmas special. In this first episode of this first New Year, whatever you want to call it, we're going to make some predictions, Scotty. We're going to make some movie predictions for 2018, okay?
I think only two movies last year kind of blew up in their face.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman and Transformers.
Yeah, the one for a good reason and one for a bad.
Yeah.
So we were pretty damn close with everything else, even with predictions with a little studio buying another studio. So we're going to leave it at that because we're geniuses, okay?
We've been talking about that for a year and a half, almost two.
Even before it even went down and happened, we were just theorizing, speculating, Scotty, because that's how smart we are,
And they probably were watching this because they went for it.
Listen to the smartest people on YouTube. That's all I have to say. Yes, we're up in north where it's a little cold winters, and you think we live in igloos, but brains come from this country.
Minus 30 degrees.
Yes, the king froze, and the king never freezes, I guess it happens sometimes, right?
Yes.
Okay,
right.
Scotty, let's get it going. I know I have a few questions that we're going to do, questions that lead to our predictions directly to whatever topic we're going to talk about. So, Scotty.
Yes.
What movie will be the most talked about for 2018? What do we believe? What do you think? Hands down, Scotty.
It has to be Avengers Infinity War.
I think you're right.
If it's not Infinity War, I don't know what else would be.
That's the movie that everybody's been waiting 10 or so years to happen, and it's happening in May.
Well, actually, since the first Avengers in 2012.
Wow. Yeah, and if you wanted to go further back and start when Iron Man started, right, in 2008?
2008.
Oh, my God. 10 years, eh, Scotty? Where did 10 years go?
Wow.
It will be the most anticipated, most talked about, most successful film of 2018. Yeah. It's going to kill, Scotty. Do you think it's going to make crazier money than Star Wars did?
I don't know, but I think so.
I think, Scotty, it's going to have a bigger weekend opening than Star Wars did. Mark my words, people are dying for this. I know there is Star Wars fans and Star Wars this and Star Wars that. The king is going to make his prediction bigger. It's going to make, Scotty, between $235 to $245 million. I'm going to say opening weekend. It's going to destroy Star Wars 220 something, I guess. 221? 230, but you know what? It's going to pass it. Guaranteed, it will do it. Scotty, you agree?
I agree.
Okay, so that's the biggest movie. I think there's nothing that's going to come close to it.
No.
You might have Black Panther, but you know what? That's the movie that everybody's going to die to go see, and it happens in May. There's a whole bunch of other ones, but that's the one to go see. Okay, now, Scotty, we have our high movie that's going to make $1 million in craziness money. Then we have our movies that are going to bomb. So, Scotty, what movie or movies do you think that are at risk to fail at the theater or bomb?
Okay, I have two.
Okay, I have mine. You tell them your pick first, and I'll tell mine.
I'm going to think Rampage is going to bomb.
You think it's going to bomb?
Yeah,
actually, The Rock?
Actually, three.
Okay.
Rampage, Pacific Rim, and Dark Phoenix.
Really? You think those three are going to really bite the big one?
Well, I think Dark Phoenix is going to be the worst one.
You think so? You don't think it's going to be good?
No, because they kind of made the deal already, and people don't want to watch the Fox X-Men.
Because it doesn't count in a sense. That's what you're saying. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, to what's going on in the MCU.
Wow.
So people are not even going to give their money to it. Forget it.
For me, Scotty, I think people might do the opposite. They want to see how this whole Fox X-Men saga ends, and they want to go see it. They want to see the X-Men go out with a bang. Better than Apocalypse did. So I think it might have a little bit of a reverse react. Rampage, yeah, I'm like, come on, guys. 20-year-old, I don't know, game from whatever. Nobody even knows what the hell Rampage. The King almost forgot what the hell that game was. You think they're just because The Rock's in it?
No.
I think you're right on that one. And what was the other one you said, Scotty?
It was
You said Rampage.
Rampage, Dark Phoenix,
Yeah.
and Pacific Rim.
You think Pacific Rim is not going to live up to the hype?
The first one didn't.
You know what? Yeah, it kind of looks too cartoony. It almost looks like Power Rangers to me. That's what it looked like, how the Power Rangers are a little
Megazords.
souped up. That's what it looked like to me, you know, like
Yeah.
a little bit of King of Monsters, another video game reference. That's what it kind of looked like, so a little cheesy. So, you know what? I could see that happening. Scotty, the one that I think that I'm worried about that has, that's risk, well, two actually, is Bumblebee in December because of what happened with all that nonsense with Michael Bay, the last 2 or 3 fiasco last night. That might hurt its success in Christmas. And Tomb Raider. I'm going to say Tomb because I'm worried that with all the big movies that are going to be surrounding it, like Infinity War, Black Panther, Jurassic World, that it's going to get lost in the mix. And if we don't see another good trailer from it, I think it's going to take a tumble, you know, and especially with the video game movies that have been coming out lately, besides maybe if you want to call it Jumanji, I don't know what you want to call that. That was somewhat a success. Then you got the stench of, how do you call it?
Assassin's Creed
and stuff. That's what I'm worried about, but I think Tomb Raider might be the one that I would consider as, whoa, you better watch out. I hope it kills, because it looks good. I haven't played the games. You probably have a better idea if maybe it's going to go along that way and get all the fanboys from playing that game to go see in the theaters, which I'm hoping. She looks like Alicia Vikander looks like a good Tomb Raider or Lara Croft, so I'm hoping it's going to be good, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Scotty, what will be the surprise movie of this year? We know Infinity War, we know that. Is there a movie that stands out that you say, you know what? This might be a good movie and surprise the hell out of you?
I don't know.
No, you have none that you can think of? None that we mentioned previously? For me, I think Bumblebee will be the surprise movie of 2018. I think everybody's going to be taken surprise. That I think if it's going to be very close to resemble the first Transformer movie, and it capture that magic, and the director with the Kubo 2 strings or whatever he is, I think it's going to be damn good.
I would say maybe Aquaman.
You think Aquaman for
Because
you? Yeah.
the other movies DC has made were trash.
And he was the one of the standouts in the Justice League. You know
right.
what? That's another one I would probably say too.
I would say Aquaman.
Aquaman, that's your standout surprise movie hit that it's going to be like how Wonder Woman did to us. It's going to have the same. I could see that happening. But for me, I know it's Transformers. I would love to see a good Bumblebee. Because you know me, I'm like, Bumblebee? Why the hell are they doing these little side character spin-off movies?
I think it's just to refresh the franchise.
I think so too, you know what? And I have a funny or a good feeling that we're going to go back to what made us fall in love with the first movie, which, you know, was Shia in it. Once Shia left, it lost the heart and soul of Transformers. Well, Mark Wahlberg did a good job, but just the stories were just kind of...
They were weak.
That's what it was, Scotty. Fireworks are not going to do. You want good storytelling, and you want people to believe in the characters.
Yes.
So, okay, now, Scotty. Now, this is related to Marvel now, okay? Now that we know that Infinity War is coming out in May, Black Panther is coming before it. So do you think that Black Panther will be affected at all? Would its hype, its how good of a movie it's going to be gobbled up, but our anticipation of Infinity War coming? Or
No.
is this going to be like, here's your first meal and there's your final dinner kind of thing?
Yeah,
What do you
no.
think? Do you think it's going to be okay, box office and everything?
Black Panther's going to be such a success that the hype for Infinity War is going to even go sky
Higher.
higher than what it is now. Black Panther, you can't go wrong. First black superhero going to the theater, you can't go
Big
wrong
deal.
with
It's
that,
a
right?
big deal in movement, I
Yeah.
would say.
Last year was Wonder Woman, but the women,
Yeah.
the women thing, whatever they
Feminist uprising or
Yeah.
equality, whatever you want to call it, which was good.
This year, Black Panther.
It's going to be its own little... So you don't think Infinity War is going to rub off? Because, you know, people are going to be like,
No.
oh, you know what? Well,
Because
Black
there's-
Panther is good, but we're waiting for this.
Black Panther's going to have a direct tie-in
So it's going to be like
Infinity War.
kind of like a prequel to, or lead-in into
to
Infinity War.
because you know how Thor was. The post-credit was a lead into Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
The Infinity War is going to open with Thor and Loki.
I think, Scotty,
Right, so-
I think you're right, because Black Panther will have a direct tie-in lead-in to
And I'm pretty
Infinity War.
sure. And I'm pretty sure they have the Soul Stone.
That's what I'm saying.
They have to have it.
It's going to be a direct, straight to the next movie, which is thing. It'll be a direct lead up, just like how Thor Ragnarok, would somehow now later tie in. We still have a break between that, right? But I think you're right. It might take a little bit of a hit box office wise. I think people are not going to go. They're going to go crazy for it. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's going to make over 100 million. To tell you the truth.
The first weekend.
Yeah, I think opening weekend you're looking between maybe 80 or 90 million, Scotty. What do you think? Do you think it's going to go over the 100 million like Ragnarok? Because I know everybody was dying to see Thor Ragnarok, and that landed where it should, 121, 22 million.
I would say that.
You think it's going to make about the same? You think, Scotty?
Same or maybe a little bit more.
You think more?
A little bit. Not
really?
Not a whole lot. Maybe a little bit.
I think myself, Scotty, it's going to be between 80 and 90 personally,
Okay.
Okay, so anyways, that's enough Black Panther talk and all that fun stuff. So now, we already touched on a little bit of Tomb Raider, okay? So since it's coming out, do you think that out of the gate, it's stuck in cold water, its feet's going to be done because it's a video game thing? Do you think it's going to be successful, or are people going to still think of those old Angelina Jolie movies from the past and say, you know what?
It's for a new generation, so they won't think about it. Unless,
You don't think so?
Unless the people bring it up, like, oh yeah, Angelina Jolie did 2 movies
Yeah, 'cause
prior.
if they compare it to it, right?
If they compare it, then
Comparison.
people are going to know about it. But if the critics come out saying it's one of the best comic book or video game movies, people are going to go watch it, right? So it all, at the end of the day, it's all going to depend on what the critics say.
Scotty, I think it's going to do well. I don't think it's going to do super crazy because there's so many movies around. That's what I'm worried about. And with the stage of Assassin's Creed, like we said earlier, that's what I'm worried about. People are going to think, oh, here's another video game movie, and not give it a chance
Well,
to
there's
go
2
see
video
it.
games. There's Rampage and Tomb Raider, right?
There you go. But you know what? I don't know. You got that. There's Tomb Raider. There's, Jurassic World coming. And then there's Mission Impossible 6.
Yeah.
That's another one that I think that's going to surprise people. That it's going to be better than
Well,
everybody's.
you got Superman. Superman's the bad guy.
There you go. So, can you go wrong? Mr. Mustache Gate there going on.
Oh my God.
So we're going to see what the big deal, why he couldn't shave his mustache for.
Yeah, we'll watch.
So it better
We'll
be
watch
good.
Mission Impossible 6, and we're gonna rewatch Justice League and see where the mustache was.
Oh, yeah. That's what we
where it
saw
was.
there,
That's why it looked a little disoriented.
Come on, Henry Cavill. That's we're gonna wonder why he needed to keep that stash or that whole goatee or whatever the hell he's
Yeah.
going in that movie. But it's gonna be one of those good ones, guys. So, guys, now Scotty, our final thing I want to mention before for our predictions is. So, what are your top 3 movies you think that are going to perform for next year? Like, if you had to make a
Or this
prediction,
year, you
this
mean.
year, The King is old. He's still stuck in 2017. It's 2018. The King, I'm telling you, centuries old. I don't know if it's the last decade has passed, come, gone. King doesn't know
Or
anymore.
maybe you were in hibernated sleep. I don't
Maybe
know.
I just woke up again. I don't know. Maybe there was an imposter here for the last year. Do I know, Scotty?
I don't know.
Do you know? Can you tell the difference?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You're just been
I'm
sleeping.
glad. The King is just old, man, old. So yeah, so what do you think the top 3 movies will be, Scotty, of 2018?
Infinity War.
Okay.
Second, probably Black Panther.
Okay.
Third, I don't know.
Tough, eh? There's so many up to grab. I agree with you on the first 2.
I don't know what the third one would be.
I think, Scotty, if I had to pick, it's going to be Aquaman.
You think
I think for some
Not even the
reason in
Han
my
Solo?
gut, no. Star Wars, no. There was so many little more problems with that. Tomb Raider, like I said, too much going around. Jurassic World 2, I don't know if the hype is still there for that. Mission Impossible 6, it's either going to go kaboom or it's going to bomb because of the last fiasco he did, The Mummy. So I think Aquaman's probably the best contender for that 3rd spot. And then, of course, if I had it because of my good old heart that I have in my chest, I would pick Bumblebee. But it's not going to make a lot of money. I don't think it will, So, Scotty, I think that's it for our prediction show. Was there anything you wanted to ask the King before I left? Because there's a lot of this little, I guess, hate being spread upon us from certain actresses or actors.
Yeah. Jodie Foster.
What did she say exactly, Scotty?
Like, the superhero movies are destroying the earth. What do you think about that? Because she's stupid. I'm just going to say that.
Okay, Scotty, that's what you said. For me, Scotty, sometimes people who are now irrelevant in the movie industry have to say something so they can get noticed. And unfortunately, I always consider her one of the top actresses in the business. And to say something so stupid like that doesn't make sense. Because, Scotty, I'll tell you right now, and you know me, I watch everything across the board. I'm not just superheroes, and you know that yourself. I'll watch anything if it's good. I'll tell you right now, if it wasn't for the superheroes and people flocking to the movie theaters to go see those kinds of movies, you wouldn't get all your other little movies being sent or played in the theater because there will be no damn movie theaters to
Yeah,
go see
because
them in.
think about it.
Period.
Think about it. The comic book movies are the ones that are saving Hollywood.
That's what I'm saying, Scotty. You wouldn't have these big budget movies or even low budget to be presented for the masses to go see. It'll either be on streaming like Netflix or something like that, or guess what? Be considerate because you can probably go, I guess, be on TV for God's sakes. The king can't even speak because he's angry. You could be a TV actress, get paid little money instead of the $1 million you do to perform in a movie like that. What do you think the big actors like Robert Downey Jr., Kate Blanchett, and all these well-known, I guess, successful artists or actors have gone and played in these movies? Because they know that's where the money is at. That's what people want to see right now. And I hate to admit it, superhero movies make 75% right now of what makes money in the theaters. Until the other movies start doing the same and people want to go see that and the demand is there, that's the thing. So that's why what she said, Scotty, is a little stupid. That's my personal opinion. I don't know if you want to add anything else yourself.
You
Is
said
that pretty
everything.
much good?
Pretty much.
The king is right?
I agree. Without these comic book movies, you wouldn't have a job.
Exactly. And that you would be just a normal little TV, small screen actress making peanuts and complaining about that, oh, we can't make big movies of whatever. Come on. Everything on TV is either superhero related or that, unfortunately. That's how it is. Just like how back in the day it was westerns or sci-fi like Doctor Who and all these other shows that people seem to flock to. That's all she wrote, you know?
Too bad.
So Jody, come on. You're smarter than that. Use your brain. Okay, Scotty, I think I'm done.
You done?
I'm done. I think we're done for this week, Scotty. It's a good way to start the season with a bang.
Yes. Welcome 2018. Let's just say that.
That's right.
All right. So if you guys like this episode, you know what to do. You hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell. And watch out our other stuff that we did throughout the year.
Videos, more trailer reactions coming your way, guys. Trust me, we've been a little bit busy the last couple of months, but there'll be new stuff, new people, new things to watch, specials, trailer reactions, and like always, guys, leave your comments in the comment section. Tell us what you guys want us to talk about. If there's an issue that you are concerned about, the king will be gladly to address it. Same with Scotty B. He'll chime in if he feels like he has to speak and say something.
I'm the quiet one.
There you go. And like always, keep your comments clean, respectful, and we'll respond. Because trust me, the king will respond to your comments if they're decent. If they're rude, the king can throw just as bad back dirt in your face. It's not funny, but I prefer not to. I want to talk to intelligent civil Canadian fans across the world and globe. Is that good?
Yeah.
I'm done. Let's get out of here, Scotty.
All right, guys. You know what to do. See you soon. Be good.
Be good, guys.
And Happy New Year.
Exactly.